And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio, back to basics. Well, the next couple episodes will be some miscellaneous production, automation. First, we've got, I want to set aside a little space for electric engines. These are going to use engines and circuits. And the way I have this designed is I can loop this around this way here, come down with my engines, and add circuits onto the top, and it'll just be both just fine. So I wanted to leave myself a little bit of space there. First, let's tackle some automation. I have Bob's Logistics mod installed, and that allows me to build up to the purple belts, which are great because I don't have the plates or ores from Bob's. It just uses iron gears, and that is just what we want. So I want to research automation because the first item of business here is the actual automation part for belts. And this setup, you've probably, if you've seen any of my other series, you're probably familiar with this setup. So we have yellow belts, red, blue, green, and purple. Now the other ingredients for these will go somewhat like this. We'll have a space of 3 and another space of 3, and this will be the setup. Oh, there. Oh, here, and here. So this is the setup for my system for belts. So the first item of the list is yellow, and these yellow, not those yellow splitters. So the gears, I want a set of gears going down this way and a set of gears going down this way. In between here, because these don't use anything other than gears, I don't think they use anything other gears. Let's take a peek at this, and logistics 3, so those just take gears, 4 gears, 5, and gears. The splitters, however, I put those on the outside because those also use circuitry. So these will be red all the way down the line, red and blue is right here. So these gears are going to go down here and here. That way these two can pull off, this can pull off a dedicated set of gears, and these two can pull off gears from, because I don't use as many undergrounds or splitters as I use actual raw belt. So these are going to use green, those are going to use green. I think blues now increase to reds, yes. And these also use lubricant. So lubricant I'm going to pull in like this, just like I do in my other series. 3 lubricant branches go in, and everything is good to go. Those will get underground because I got the lubricant coming up right here, so I can just branch it off and go right into my belt production here. Now obviously I'm not going to have nearly enough resources to pull in all the way down the line. I need to set up a system for unloading lubricant and all of that stuff. So let's see, I need 5 more of these. Because the electric engines are actually going to be used for bots. I want a good supply of these. And this will all be iron pipe. Go down the line here. Like that. And then the branches will come off for underground pipe. Set that build really quick. So there's your underground pipe right here. This one's going to be not quite long enough, so let's split it off in a more convenient place. Now I need an output belt over here, and I produced a bunch of things. So this needs actually iron gears, and for that, let's just make these iron gears on site. No, I won't need to, because this is going to be iron gears here. So, and this process uses an absolute ton of iron gears. So I'm going to want, so maybe where my iron is, where's my M key? There it is. Let's clear that out. So this is my oil area, and that has gotten pretty well organized. So this is my iron area. And so I'll have a branch here for unloading and unloading iron, and I can use the second branch possibly for gears. So I could have a bunch of smelters up here just for iron, and then have a bunch of gear manufacturing going on. That was the plan anyway. And then when this iron deposit is depleted, I can pull iron in from other places, and that will become kind of my iron area. I could even keep the smelters there and use that for smelting and just pull the ore in from elsewhere. And this base right here is really causing a lot of issues. I'm getting quite a few attacks down here, so I want to limit my exposure to that a little bit, because that way I can unload gears directly. And you can see I've done a little bit of work, extended this line so I can bring in trains that are longer than just one cargo wagon. I can probably do 3 cargo wagons on each one of these, and that way I can really pull in a lot of material when I need it, because we're going to need it. I also set up this area off camera. Just have 5 depots for circuits. I just named them 1 through 5 now. I'll probably name those something specific when I build the circuit production area, because we'll have copper coming in from here, we'll have plastic coming in, we'll have iron coming in, and sulfur coming in. So there's a lot of materials that I need to process and move with that. I also want to finally research, that's going to be costly. That's going to be a really costly one. So that one is a really important one. The Express Smart Inserters is a mod that I built specifically for, train unloading as fast as possible. So this section here will be, I'll probably have to put these up instead of down for that. This will be gears as well, and these will be circuits. So I'm going to have green circuits coming in here, I'm going to have red circuits coming in here, and let's look at what the other circuits are. Logistics 4, so those are red, but these are probably blue. Yep. So this is going to be red, these two are going to be red, and this one will be blue. So I need to bring circuits in here, and eventually I'm going to have to bring them in here as well, so I might as well do that. And the red circuits, they're kind of right underneath here, so red circuits I want out here, I think, because these, I'm going to have to go that one more out, because these are greens, so these are going to come down here, and then I'm going to need to skip over this with the red and down here, and these will just come right in like that. Blues, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do yet. I want want to skip over this. This will come down. This will come over, down, in. So this will be, actually that is a bad spot for that. So let's let those drain out. I'll pick these up. Because I need to, this needs to come down like this. So I need those to come in like right here. And skip underneath just because it's good practice. And then this setup there. There we go. Now we've got red circuits moving, we've got green circuits moving again, and we are ready to start producing electric engines. Now the output of these, I can actually use long-armed inserters. So let's do like fast. Got a couple there. So fast, long-handed, it doesn't look like, will these be able to reach? Can I reach? It should be able to. So let's see when this gets done. If this puts the engine down here, if this is able to grab it, that's great. Yep. Okay. So let's move that back. So with fast long-handeds, I'll be able to move them, except I can't quite move them that far. So I'll already use a specialized inserter. Let's see if we can grab it here. These inserters, all these different inserters. I need the long in standard. I need this one here. So we have to research this first. Because that way all of my electric engines can go on this line here. We'll bring that up. I do need some electric engines for robots as well as pumps. I need to put some pumps around. So there's near inserters, so let's hit this one here. So for lubricant, I want a simple setup, and we're going to empty lubricant, and we're just going to put it right into the system. Just like that. So I need a load unload station for barrels and lubricant barrels. And so we want fast inserter. So we have a load and unload system for lubricant. So this is coming in and this is coming out for barrels. And this over here, this is all set up except for a few. There, those are all set up. So I wanted to get this set up so I could work on the next setup, which is power, because our power is pretty bad. And so I've researched all the power that we need. So all the top tier stuff. However, we can't make the top tier stuff because of the blue circuits. So this is kind of a system to where we're going to need to do a lot of things at once in order to get production going. For one, my iron and copper is struggling, so we're going to need to figure out how to work with that. My smelters up here are still pretty old. Looks like batteries is doing just fine. Plastic is doing just fine. I've got so much of that sitting around. I wanted to use it all. So for power, we want 3, and let's separate them by a little bit, and 3 more. So we want a regular solar panel Mark II, and a solar panel Mark III. Same with accumulators. We want high capacity accumulator Mark II, and then Mark III. So these use batteries. These all use batteries. These do not. So green circuits, red circuits, blue circuits. These actually use quite a bit of material, and in lots of blue circuits. Lots. I'm going to need a huge blue circuit processing area. So let's get some of this stuff run right now. Copper and steel, copper and steel, copper and steel. So we use copper and steel in all of these. That is a good one to use in a merged situation. Like that. And then I have green circuits, red circuits, and blue circuits. So this is where it kind of gets a little tricky. I have green circuits right here. I could sneakily grab green from here. That takes care of my green circuits. Now my red circuits are coming up right here, so let's go right here. No, we can't go right here. Let's go right here. All the way up to here. And then jot those in like that. And this will be kind of a loop-de-loop circuit system. And then blue circuits, we're going to have to route in somewhere else. I don't know where we're going to put those, but let's see. Yeah, our copper is our biggest draw right now. But we're actually doing pretty good. Our green circuits are abysmal. That's not nearly enough green circuit production for what we're doing. Especially with blue science. That's why I wanted to get my circuit area going. So there is some circuits. Now we need steel and copper. And that is pretty straightforward. We have steel right here, which we need to put out over here, actually. Steel can go right there. And then up as far as I can. Oh, that was my last. I made a whole bunch of belt before I started recording. So there's steel. And here is copper. And for copper, we want to do this. Like that. And I need another underground to bypass all of that. So there is most of our ingredients ready to go. Let's put a... I don't really need anything fancy over here. but we're going to want like a limit of 4. I'm running a little low on some of my raw materials. And then fast longs. I think I have a few of those on me. Yep. There and there. And blue circuits will have to come up somewhere. I don't know where. But we'll figure that out when we get to it. So these are all going like that. And these also go like this. And accumulators. So we have a limit of, let's put a limit of 2 and then a limit of 4. But that'll have to do it for this episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.